Yeah, just take care not to, well, at least be aware of the banjo music out that way. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, QSL. Good copy on that. Yeah, so I'm guessing. Well, have you noticed any difference in my signal at all? Or we'll start with that.
Yeah, it's nice and strong being the mobile radio. I'm sure you're running full power from the car.
I'm actually doing 35 watts or so in 5/8 wave. Let me drop it down to 10 and see if there's any difference. Okay, this is 10 watts. 10 watts. Can you tell any difference?
No, I can't tell any difference at all. Sounds just the same. Very efficient.
Roger that. That's good. Yeah, I programmed this memory in at what the radio calls low 2, which is like 35, maybe 34 watts, depending on where you are in the band. And most of the closer repeaters are programmed in to that power level. I think I only have the 14543 programmed in with the lowest power level, which is 10 watts. But with I'm sure I could have kept the quarter wave on here and it would be fine too. But yeah, I put the 5/8. Put the 5/8. God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, understood. No need to make any changes like that. Besides, you're going out of town.
Yeah, QSL. Well, Saturday we'll be taking the big old Buick, more than likely. So that'll be fun. And then of course I need to get a haircut because I'm looking kind of shaggy. And just think about, what would my dad say? Is your haircut regulation? Well, it's touching my ears, so no, it's not.
I know exactly what I would say. Zoinks. Get it, Shaggy? Ha.
Well, whatever Shaggy was. The mystery machine. Yeah. God. Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gotta laugh at it at least.
That's the best my mood has been all day.
Good.
I shouldn't be complaining, but past couple weeks have just been crazy. I mean, the kids being sick with this. I should say past few weeks, but the kids being sick with this hand, foot, and mouth disease was like something out of the Middle Ages. Although they don't get chicken pox anymore, which it's kind of weird. Apparently, because I was thinking, it's like, I never remember having this when I was a kid, and the viruses that cause this hand, foot, and mouth disease and chicken pox are related to each other. They are not the same, but they're similar enough that if you get chicken pox, you get at least some immunity to these viruses that cause hand, foot, and mouth disease. So, I mean, I remember having chicken pox when I was a kid, but my children will never have it.
Yeah, give it enough time and immigration to bring all that back.
There's another factor that is a factor that was not considered. And I mean, it's just like the measles, people thought that was gone, and nope, gotcha. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? I mean, they're vaccinated against it. It's one of those things where it's like, this is just it's a pox. It's horrible and it's painful and itchy. And of course, scratching it makes it 100 times worse and makes it 100 times more,
I'm no doctor or anything, but if I understand it correctly, the immunization standards in other countries aren't the same as ours.
No, you are correct. And I was going to say that there's that, and then there's also the fact that more and more people are doing or being what my wife would refer to as crunchy.
What?
And that is, not getting their kids vaccinated, or getting them partially vaccinated, or, following a quote-unquote alternative vaccination schedule, which, okay, whatever, it's your kids. You can raise them how you want, especially if you're in a situation where you're isolated, you're not interacting with other folks, but I will posit this, and that is, you have the one parent or parents who send their kids into school when the kids are sick, and they know they're sick, but they do it anyway, and that's kind of how this happens. Add to the fact that people think that, vaccines cause all sorts of horrifying things, which they don't. Go on the record saying that, but there are bad reactions to these things, like there are to anything. But I think that just like anything in medicine, the reward far outweighs the risk.
Well, we're also dealing with a crowd of folks that probably have no insurance of any kind. Therefore, those things are not covered for the children.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. And, that's a whole other rabbit hole, which I don't really want to go down right now. But as a father, I would say that, I would rather be, as cautious as I can, not trying to have a bubble boy or anything like that. But at the same time, there are folks that I know who, homeschool their kids, and their kids are just not vaccinated against anything. And it's like, okay, that's your choice. I'm a proponent of that. Raise your kids how you want to raise your kids. Live your life how you want to live your life. But when it starts to, put me at risk, put my children at risk, then it starts to become my problem. And that, of course, is the balancing act. All right. Well, I'm here at the men's warehouse, so I'm going to jump out and go buy an overpriced suit, and I will be back on the radio in just a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Just running a few tests here as you're talking along and doing other things and whatnot. And as far as the homeschoolers goes, there is no play in the dirt again because they've never stopped, and that's part of their immunization policy, I guess. They won't get sick for the same reasons, and for those that don't play in the dirt, they have to be immunized, I'm sure. So it's just a matter of choice, like you said. I don't have a problem either way. I was immunized when I was young, and it was a pain in the shoulder, but it was necessary. Become an adult, those things you understand are necessary. Anyways, I'll be here. KF4ZTO, K4ARX.
After that, sounds good. Sorry, I stepped on you at the beginning of your transmission there. There's some hyper-localized broadband QRM at this shopping center. I'm looking at a massive transformer box that might be coming off of that, but it just, like S9 plus 30 dB over S9 wideband noise. But yeah, I'll say 73, and I'll be back on in just a little while. KF4ZTO out.